Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's catch up. Thank you to our final patrons, Strawbones, Order 4765, Midnight Gemlord, Artgoon, and Sean. Now, before having this breakdown / discussion on chapter 116, 117, and 118 of Chainsaw Man, please do me a favor, leave your own thoughts on the chapters in the comment section down below. Leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, hear that little notification bell so you miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do have a Patreon down below. You support for as low as $1 a month, getting exclusive videos, early content, and more. You can also now become a member of the channel for as low as $3 a month to get the same perks and more. Now, let's not waste any more time and hop into the live reaction. What's up, guys? Look here, and yes, we're doing a mega review or a mega live reaction. Because I did not realize like 3 chapters released already and another chapter is dropping tomorrow. Like, golly gee willikers, fellas. It's been getting speedy. However, let's not waste any more time. Let's hop right into it. Editing me. Ready. 3, 2, 1, go. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. In case you're wondering, I do in fact have it on me. And I'm willing to draw it at all times. I'll do individual judgments for each one of these chapters. Like, I think they should stand on their own, even though this is like one collective review, and then I'll give like a full end worthiness or not on the whole chapter scale. But I heard good things about these chapters, so they should be good. Let's take a look. Chapter 116, Taste of Starfish. It'd be like that when it'd be like this sometimes. Did I miss 115? Part of me is saying I missed 115. I don't remember. I probably should have checked that. I think I did, because that's when Denji turned into the Rizzler. I should have included that. It's too late now. 114 will never get live reacted. It probably will. Maybe. I don't know. I have sacrificed some chapters to the never-ending void. I feel bad for people who click on playlists and like, where did it go? But there are like one series that is 100% consistent for me. So I'll see. If y'all want a live reaction to 114 or 115, I suppose at this point, you'll get it if you ask. Because, you know, I like fulfilling y'all's requests. It wouldn't be too much. But I'm here now. It's too late. We're getting into it. All right. Kobeni's knockoff brother. I'm assuming brother, probably brother. Yeah, brother, based on the uniform. Licking at the glass, you know, as we do. I guess, you know, I wouldn't. Me personally, I'm not a glass licker, but I'm not judging anyone who is a glass licker, you know. Maybe glass has that extra taste to some people, but me personally, it's just not within my repertoire. So I would stay away from it. But that's just me. Not judging anybody. You know, it's the current year, so judging, bad. Don't judge people. But let's see. That type isn't edible. Same for that type and that type too. That one's edible. That isn't... Okay, I'll give her credit though. Considering I don't think she was a master on starfish before this, it is very impressive for her to remember all that. Like, I've done studies of things, like sat down for a class or anything or whatever and like laid out time to study all that. And like the day after I use that information, it'll just leave. Like, I used to be able to explain a good chunk of quantum physics. I now cannot. So, like, it goes to show you, if you don't use it, you lose it. So, it's impressive that she's able to remember all that. Like, I would make the mistake and eat the poisonous starfish. I don't even lie to you. It would be a pure accident. Like, I wouldn't do it on purpose. I wouldn't ever do it on purpose, but, like, it be like that when it be like that sometimes, especially when it be like that. I'm sorry, I just be like that. However, let's see. You can technically eat starfish, but are we really going to? I mean, after you said you didn't like fish, so maybe not. Maybe you aren't. Maybe you can starve. If you're really about that life, starve. Perish. Go ahead. Be about it. Don't just say about it. Be about it. Huh? If you really like that, if you really own that type of energy, go ahead and do it. Starve. I'm sorry, I feel like I was definitely overly mean to us in that one review. But still, you can't eat fish, right? And then starfish is your only choice. Do they count as fish? What are starfish? I'm pulling out the Googler. Hold on. What are like, fish is in the name, so they should be starfish, right? Are starfish fish? They're not fish. They do not have skills. Well, I mean, I guess, yeah. Sea stars only live in salt water. Seawater, instead of blood, actually used to pump nutrients through their bodies via a vascular water system. So then what animal is it? Echinoderms Invertebrates related to sea urchins, cucumbers, and sand dogs, which are all echinoderms. Echinoderms? You learn something new every day. Thank you, Asa. You enlightened me. Denji enlightened me. Shout out to them. How did he know that? Why are they called starfish? But let's see. I guess they are shaped like stars, and they are in the water, and thus, like all other fish, which are also in the water, they are fish to the common people. And then they are shaped like stars. Okay. Then, ironically enough, they really aren't shaped like stars, because stars aren't shaped like starfish. But regardless, let's see. But they're toxic. You have to boil them to make them safe to eat. I've never eaten starfish. I was literally flashing back and being like, did I? I've eaten some outlandish things, but I don't think I've eaten starfish. So that's good to know in case I ever find a starfish that I feel like eating. Though I feel like that's not gonna cross my mind anytime. Let's see. No problems there. What'd I tell you? There's a random pot lid in here. We can boil them in that. As for the fire, I swiped the glass. I swiped that glass liquor lighter. How did he do that without him noticing? Is Denji that sneaky? I mean, I guess he is. He's a hustler. He do be getting his bread up in any way that he can. So I suppose it makes sense. But geez, that boy went yeet. It took it right on out. I like that. Denji, you leveling your game up. You leveling your game up, dog. Let's chow down on some starfish. Denji, what is you cooking right now, dog? Obviously starfish, but what is you cooking right now? Let's see. They really whipping it up in the kitchen right now. That's impressive. Why are there so many school hats in here? I collected them to sell them when we get back. Ah, okay. Why are you so obsessed with making money? Oh, I've got this sort of friend, sort of little sister living with me. She's smart enough to go to college, and I'm saving up for her tuition. College is crazy expensive, right? See, my life was always awful before. I want her to have a normal life. Oh, I think it's ready. That's nice. That is nice. Obviously, it's interesting. I mean, I guess he wouldn't necessarily call it. Well, Nayuta's not it, it's her. So, I guess he wouldn't necessarily call Nayuta his daughter. But, like, we've all been saying, like, I think the entire fandom has just swept with a single father Denji. Single father Denji. Single father Denji. Denji is a single struggling father trying to get his education at the same time. And I definitely latched onto that idea. But it makes sense why Denji, someone who's never really experienced fatherhood, except for the one time he did, and, you know, that didn't go too well. So I can definitely see why he's more opposed to the idea and would much more consider it like a sibling relationship, akin to the one he had with Power. I like that. I like this characterization of Denji. Yes, I heard all the backlash about him being classified as a side character in the series called Chainsaw Man, but, you know, it'd be like that when it'd be like that sometimes. We obviously have a new main character. Fujimoto is going to do whatever Fujimoto wants. There's nothing we can do about that. But let's see. Oh, I think it's ready. You're supposed to split it open and eat the meat inside. Ah, that's hot. Interesting. So you can't eat the outside? Or can you and just people don't? Because I know people who don't eat potato skins. I love potato skins. like if I have a baked potato, I will eat the insides and then just, because I think it's delicious. But I know a lot of people who don't do that. So I wonder if it's the same case with starfish. No, I'm not going to Google it. I probably should. I should probably get myself educated on starfish eating in case I ever stumble across a time to eat one. But I think if I ever stumble across a time to eat one, then I will probably be told how to eat them. I hope. I hope I don't just get fed inedible starfish. In fact, what makes it inedible? Is it just the fact that it's poisonous? Is it just that? I mean, obviously it's a big fact. But, like, what makes it so that this starfish that they're... Can I say that? I'm not going to say that. I was going to make a joke. They are out eating the starfish. Just reverse it. And what makes that one edible? I wonder. Though, we do get to see. Let's see. Denji. He's like, I mean, it's edible. And Asa seems also disappointed. And, oh yeah, he's just flat disappointed. Ah, tastes like a gross sea urchin. Oh, Asa. She's munching. She is chomping. It's not enough. So what happened? I thought you were ready to starve. What's going on here? Buddy? Pal? Amigo? I'm sorry. Let me get off Asa's case. I bet this is a very similar case to something that's happening in another series where I think early on in the narrative, I'm not going to like X character, but by the end, I'm going to be like, this character's peak. Yeah, and I'll probably be singing their praises to the heavens and talking about how great their character development was. Trust me, it's happened before. Has it? I can't think of a very specific situation. Yeah, I can't necessarily think of a very specific situation of that, but still, I feel like it has happened before, and I just can't remember off the top of my domer, and it will happen again, especially with a character like Asa. However, with that being the case, let's take a look. It's not enough. What are those fish? Oh, I dried them. Can I have some? Huh? Fine by me. I thought you couldn't eat fish, though. Not couldn't, she just doesn't like it. Like, the thing is, like, I have so little regard for like I'm trying to eat healthier now, so I can like lose weight, stuff like that. But in terms of like anything that I eat, it doesn't necessarily matter. I have no preconceived notions or biases against anything I consume, which has helped me a lot because, you know, I can just eat wherever, whenever, no matter where I am. But at the same time, it's like I look back on some of the consumption choices I've made, and I'm like, that wasn't the best idea. But let's see. Hold on, wait a second. Let me Google something real quick. Let's see. Oh yeah, so you definitely can. Okay. So you just don't eat the outside of stuff. Okay, I get it. Sorry, I know I said I wasn't gonna Google that, but I really wanted to. It was like lingering in the back of my head. It's like I'm gonna do this now, or I'm never gonna do it. So I had to do it now. It's fine with me. I thought you couldn't eat fish. Interesting that she's breaking down though. And then she did a pretty good job of cleaning those up. Like those look like properly cleaned fish. Oh, not her thing though. I mean, like, that's the thing. I can't relate. I love seafood. A lot of my friends don't like seafood, which is rough because like, whenever we plan to like go out to the beach or any other like tropical locale, whenever we do, it's like, oh, I need a hamburger. I need chicken nuggets. I need hot dogs. Meanwhile, I'm like, give me every fish you have. I don't care if it's shrimp, tilapia, cod. And I'm not talking about no duty. Give me the like. It's just a massive contrast between us. So I can understand it. I know it's not. A lot of people don't like seafood, but it's pretty healthy for you. So eat your seafood if you can. Let's see. You're fun. Fun? What you say is totally boring, but you're interesting to watch. Oh, that's nice. I mean, it's an insult. It's an insult. Like that's like saying, yeah, you're ugly, but at least you have a good personality. Where did that come from? Have I looked in the mirror recently? I'm looking in a mirror right now. Am I ugly? I don't even have a good personality. Well, regardless, let's say. It is nice, though, that these two are connecting in that way. You know, I appreciate it. It's the little things. It's the little things. Yeah, that's right. I'm an interesting woman. She just completely skipped over the first. You know what? Focus on positive things in life. If you let yourself drown too much in negativity, it can be bad for you mentally, and your mental controls pretty much everything you do. So don't be negative. Be positive. Be like Asa. Focus on the compliments in the backhanded part. Like in the backhanded compliments part, ignore the backhanded, focus on the compliments. But let's see. Yeah, that's right. I'm an interesting woman. Yeah? I'm fun, right? Yeah. I'm glad you noticed. You have a good eye. I'm charming, aren't I? Aren't I? Cool your jets, kid. Cool your jets. Don't. There are boundaries. There are lines. you trying to cross them. So let's not. But no, this definitely reminds me of. And this is another thing I was see. It's all coming together. I try to avoid chapters if I don't read them like with y'all because you know I've dedicated myself to reading them with y'all. But due to me being on the internet, shock horror, I definitely hear a lot of things all the time about chapters I haven't read yet, and this is one of them. Like, I'm glad you noticed. You have a good eye. That everything from the stance to the exclamation to the ideology and pride and all that, like that reminds me directly of Power, and that's a comparison that a lot of people have made. So it's not a pencil amazing figured it out thing. It's a oh wow, I also see this seemingly callback to a fan favorite character. Nice work. I almost said Tabata. I read Black Clover earlier. I get you. I see what you're doing there, Fujimoto. Let's see. I'm charming, aren't I? I like that attitude. Reminds me of so yeah. So it wasn't even an implied thing. They just say it. I'm not sure if I like that as much. But you know what? I like the callback. It shows that Denji still. Oh, that's sad. I just had a blast of sad because obviously that means Denji still thinks about power. He still remembers her and like what he lost, and probably their promise to like find me the next time I incarnate, even though I won't be me. Darn, man. Like Chainsaw Man, to a degree that I'd say is even worse than other series that are like, oh yeah, your characters won't. Like the only series I'd say is hypothetically worse than Chainsaw Man in terms of like no one that you want to be alive and happy gets to be alive and happy is like not that one. Akame ga Kill. I was about to say something else. Akame ga Kill. It's in the name. There's not much happiness and survival in that show. But Chainsaw Man comes close. It definitely comes close. Huh? Yeah, it's good, right? Hats everywhere. So many hats. Fish, ew, disgusting. Denji, I think I have a way out of here. Help me. Oh. Well, I'll be. Is she gonna finally like? Because I heard of that happen too. I heard. See, Denji got the the palm to the domer. So let's see. What's the plan? Do I give Denji too deep of a voice? I'm not sure. Because I talk about him like this, but I'm not sure if I should make him. Nah, he isn't that high. He isn't that high. That's more like a Deku voice, a Deku, a Tanjiro, something like that. I think Denji is old enough and has like enough sound. Yeah, I say that. So we'll keep it where it's at. We collect money. We collect fat stacks. We stack mad bread. We will rob everything. My eyes immediately skip to this panel. Let's see. So they're just running. There's 1,000 yen in this backpack on the ground. There's also this wallet in the lounge with 14,000 yen inside. What are these conversions? I don't know yen. I'm sorry. Hold on. I need to see. 1,000. How much is 1,000 yen? 1,000 yen. That's not 1,010. Yes. Yen 2. Always keep the Googler on you. Don't be afraid to use the Googler. $7. So 7 times 14. Brain. $98. $98. I mean, if you can just loop that forever, like infinite money glitch. I don't know, like I'm obviously be immoral, but there's always going to be a wallet left. It's eternity, so it's going to keep looping and looping and looping and looping. So like, am I really taking your money, or am I causing inflation? Because like, yeah, you're obviously causing inflation. Like and I can't imagine reporting that. You would have to keep it in the cash form. Like you couldn't deposit it anywhere. Because how are you gonna explain that? Yeah, tax people, I found $1 billion on the ground. How long would that take? How many times would you have to loop that for $1 billion? 98, 1 billion. Hold on. 9 billion. I should just do, but I specifically want to do 98. Let's see. Divided by about 98. Am I thinking that right? Yeah, 98. If I'm doing the math wrong, y'all can mock. That would take a lot. I'm not sure how far these wallets are apart from each other, but like, let me read that. 10,204,081. So you'd have to do 10,204,080. Let's say a million should be more reasonable. A million should be more reasonable. You don't want to get too much. Let's see, a million maybe would be more reasonable, because like 10 million laps, it'll drive you insane at that point. Still 10,000. Yeah, that's a hard sell, but question for y'all. Would you do the infinite money glitch, and for how long? If your morals are too good for that and you're not willing to like abuse the properties of the supernatural world and do a technical indirect line of stealing, then let me know. But also, if you would do this indirect line of stealing, how many times? How many laps are you willing to do in order to get those fat stacks? Hypothetically, if like you could explain it on your taxes somehow. I'm assuming in this world, situations like this happen all the time. So there's got to be like massive issues with economics and inflation and stuff like that. There's no way like there isn't like a dollar demon or a bank, whatever. Like something like that has to happen where people get exorbitant amounts of cash, literally just magically, because that's how the world operates. Yeah, you would not be able to. I just want to double check. Like, could you? Like, I literally looked up how much could you get away with, and it's nothing. Like, you can get away with nothing. You need to be able to explain everything. So it's literally not worth it. At least in our world. Let's steal that too. Heck yeah! And they are taking. Oh, look at these two Neanderthals having fun. Why are their legs so long? Especially denji. I guess it makes sense. Never mind. That is and their heads are small. I think that. Hold on. Where's my gosh darn ruler? See, this is why. Hold on. I have my trusty pencil. One, two, three, four. Never mind. It is. I'm just a bad artist. I don't know. I thought they were anatomically. Where is my English? Anatomically off, but no, they are anatomically correct. Nice work, Fujimoto. Oh, but look at how happy they are. Together with the money I collected, it's over 1 million yen. Let's see. We are. Give me a second. I'm calculating 14. Oh, it's over 1 million. That's not going to be that much. I don't think. The time? $7,000 is nice. $7,681. It's not going. Well, then again, the series does take place in the 90s. So that may have been enough for college back then. But now, that's not a semester's worth of tuition. That's like 1 semester worth of housing. Now, you ain't going to no darn college. Unless it's cheaper in Japan. I don't know. Would it be cheaper in Japan? I have no idea. Let's see. So, what do we do with it? Give it all to me. Wait, I only draw this if it's worthy. This is not noting worthiness. Let's see. The heck? Not on your life. Not on your life, dude. What are you thinking, man? Where are you going with this? What's your mentality? I don't know why. I love doing that voice so much. And like, it's literally, I think it's like a mix of all, like, think of every Disney straight to TV movie teenage character male protagonist. That's that voice. Like, it's a mix of everything. No matter what. This is always the voice. I want to use this in common life, but I know people would get mad. Let's see. Once we're out of here, I'll grant your any request. What do you have, Asa? Where your mom's at? Where your pops at? What do you ain't got no bread. You don't have no money, no stacks, no status. Your homie gone. Sliced up, chopped up. What you got? What do you got to offer? Unless you're willing to become, it wouldn't be a single mother. As long, only if you co-parent. If you co-parent and you and Denji split Naruto across certain days, then never mind. You can offer something. Help yourself. While I'm at it, While I'm at it, just for now, do exactly as I say. Yes, ma'am. Okay, go there, close your eyes, and cover your ears. Yes, ma'am. Like, I still love Denji because he's such a dumb idiot stupid head. But like, that's it. He's such a dumb idiot stupid head. Yet being like 10 times the character he was at the beginning of the series. So I definitely still respect him. It's interesting to see how he falls back into old habits and stuff like that. I like it. Okay. Also, what you cooking right now? Did you just rob him? Like, you can't use that unless you leave. Let's see. Have some confidence, Asa. It doesn't matter how crazy the logic is. It's a matter of my own perception. Oh? I pay the 1,000,000 yen in this bag to buy this aquarium. Okay. Aquarium spear. How would that work? How would that work if this does? How would that work? Like, would the people inside the aquarium, like, would the fish become part of the spear? And if so, would the people become part of the spear? Yes, no, maybe so. I wonder how that would work. Like, building spear. Like, would you just get the building itself, and like all the people who are inside the building would kind of just be stuck floating in midair as you got the building spear? Or would you not? And you would actually have like just people in your weapon. I don't know. That's interesting. It's very interesting. However, the chapter's over, and while this video's not over, I will denote worthiness on this one because, like, the interactions between Asa and Denji, you know, the callback to power is always appreciated. Seeing Denji fall back into his own ways can be a tad disappointing, but once again, I think even if you develop your characters, you need to keep some, like, legitimate portions of their previous characters, so it literally still feels like the same character, and not, like, a new character that has the skin of another character, which has happened before sometimes. And of course, I love my developed characters who seem completely different from their original selves, but if I can't even trace it back, then it feels off. So I definitely do like Denji in this chapter. Asa becomes a lot more likable in this chapter, just due to, like, references and callbacks, and I think she's doing a lot better than she was in chapter 114. So overall, very solid chapter. I think I'm once again hit with the I have no problems with this, and thus I can take no points off. So yeah, I think this is a 10 out of 10 chapter for the fact that I can not find a reason to complain. W work. Let's move on to the next one. Hey, yo! Penguin and Weapon. Shout out to my boy Penguin. And I'm not talking about the animal. I'm talking about the Batman. Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm not going to do the intro every single time. We're in a super review. Let's see. Okay, the fish is on the ground. The hallway. Wait a sec. What am I doing? I made up my mind to quit it with the mindless obedience, but if I obey her, she'll grant me any request. Ah, that's true. Not sure how I feel about that. Now that he's brought it up, no, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, once again, I get it. It's keeping a character in line, but yeah, his whole arc was about a. Well, I guess I suppose this is fine. It still fits within the arc because he's still willing to listen to people. He's still willing to do things as long as they don't harm him and the people he cares about, which is in contrast to before where he would do whatever was told to him for anything. So yeah, he has the offer of any request and stuff like that. So it's not like straight booting the character back. And the fact that it's being acknowledged here is important. I think that's nice. So, you know what? I'll let it slide. But we do have Penguin. W Penguin. Where did he come from? How did they not notice it before? Weren't they doing laps? How? Let's see. It's a penguin! Oh. He's outside. Well, that explains it. So, okay, so that answer. But then again, he's a fiend. In more ways than one. In more ways than one, Denji is indeed a fiend. But, like, if that's the case, then it makes sense why he wouldn't be affected. But it looks like the fish and the penguin weren't affected either. So, I guess in a case of where Asa does something like a spear of some kind, living creatures will not be consumed. It will only be the structure itself. Very, very interesting. I guess she absorbed the water, though, because the fish, like, they aren't soaking wet or anything like that. So the water got taken. But I guess, once again, that's not a living creature. Interesting. How I get jump scared by a manga, dog? How did I just get jump scared by a manga, bro? Fujimoto, why do you do this? Why do you do this, dog? Why do you do this? I just got jump scared by a gosh darn mangi, bro. By a mangi? Really? Really? Fujimoto, how you gonna make me do this? It is whatever time it is right now. I literally don't remember. But generally, come on now, dog. Oh, it's bulbous. Oh, it looks so nasty. Oh, I get it. It actually looks uglier than it did before. And it looked really ugly before. Gosh darn it, eternity. Let's see. Oh, but she did get the spear. So stupid though. Like, I don't know. At least to me, it looks like it's such a dumb design. It fits Oz's character though. Like, really, it's not even like a proper spear. Like, there's no sharp edge anywhere on it. It's fish. It's two fish and a blunt end. What spear is that? Oh, this thing is just so ugly to look at. Hold on, let me hit the beastly voice on him. A measly million yen. Whoa. Don't do deep voices, people. It'll tear apart your vocal cord, your larynx. Can't buy an aquarium, you moron. I feel like they would speak with 1,000 voices, but I don't know how to do that, and I'm afraid of editing 1,000 voices. So, editing me, do what you will, if anything at all. But let's see. Ah, we got out. Famine, you fool. That wasn't the deal. Dawn to the underworld with you. Oop. Asa, do something. Swing it. Like, how powerful is that spear? I want to know. I mean, I guess she doesn't have too deep an attachment to the aquarium. She still doesn't like fish. So, I guess maybe it wouldn't be too powerful. Come on now, Asa. You better than this. Oh, speaking of aquarium animals, Aight. I need you to go away. Thanks, though. The skies never looked more beautiful to me. You taught me to appreciate it. I think that's how Yoshida would sound. Menacing. Even though I don't think this is really a menacing voice. I have no idea how to do menacing. I need to work on that. Oh, Lord, he ripped its arm. How strong is that octopus? Like, that is a genuine crazy amount of strength. I've heard all the theories that he's like the big double D. But, I mean, it would explain the power of the octopus, you know, like camouflage and stuff like that. Because, like, the biggest question that everyone has is, if he really is the big double D, why does he not have the swirlies? That seems like the trademark of all of them, from famine to control to war. So why wouldn't the big D have the swirly? But once again, you know, octopi can camouflage. So maybe he's just taking on a human form. May not even be a he. All the other horsemen are women. At least seemingly so. At least they incarnated through women. Famine incarnated through a woman. Makima or Control incarnated into a woman twice through Nayuta and Makima. And now War has incarnated through Asa. So, hypothetically, maybe Yoshida's just different? I don't know. We'll see. Oh! I like that transition, though. The closed eyes into the open eyes. I like that. That's neat. That's neat. The guilt of running an aquarium, You really feel guilty over that? That's just like you. Asa. Oh, nope. Okay, so the aquarium spirit is quite strong. Or Yoru is quite strong. One of the two. 1 million yen's not enough, you say? I've got the rest right here. Take it. Why does Eternity even care about that, though? Like, what is Eternity going to do with the yen? Or, like, any amount. Like, if I gave them all the yen, what are they going to do with it? Eat it? Like, you spawn yen. Just by existing. Seemingly enough. You can probably do the infinite money glitch easier than we humans could. What's the problem? What's the problem, Eternity? Well, let's see. Asa, she eats Vanitas the spear. Okay. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Fujimoto is anywhere near on the level of, like, Hori, Nakaba, Suzuki, the Blue Wax mangaka, Murata, really anything. Like, I'd say literally out of, even Tabata, like anything out of all the things I read weekly, I wouldn't put Fujimoto up there. But in terms of, like, gory spreads, jeez. They can make that. I kind of want to make that the thumbnail. This is a super review. I really wonder what the thumbnail is going to be. I'll see. I'll definitely see about that. But golly gee, well, Willikers, fellas. That's a lot. So that spear was pretty darn powerful. Okay, interesting. Whoa. And she's just posted up. And there, to be fair, I'd be shocked too, because, like, there's literally nothing. Like, there's nothing that should be implied from that. Like, or no, nothing she previously did implied that she could be this powerful. And notably, it seems like people cannot distinguish between Asa and Yoru at all. So it makes sense that they're like, no, this is the same girl who broke her phone by falling backwards. What happened? Let's see. Asamitaka, that power, could it be? Oh, He's so cute. I want to keep him. I mean, take him, Denji. Run. Who gonna stop you? I mean, sure, you probably wouldn't want another mouth to feed. You do have like 50 dogs. But hey, you know, a penguin could be extra dog food. In case you can't feed the dogs. No, that's dark. That's bad. Let's see. Up, family. Just standing on a roof. Not even on a roof, on a railing. Why? Why do you have to be so extra? I get it. You know, this is manga. Everything has to be extra. But like, really? You couldn't stand on an extended piece of platform? You had to stand on a railing. How are you even balanced like that? Like, the balance, out of this world. Let's see. So much for that idea. Yeah, this is another thing that was big in the whole, like, Yoshida is the big D theory. Because I think in the Horseman thing, very similar to Fortnite the Apocalypse, the big D comes first. Which sounds so wrong. But, like, I don't know. Maybe it's not. I need to check on my Apocalypse lore. But it would make sense that they've been around the longest. But at the same time, Yoshida doesn't seem that old. So, he's still in school. So, I don't know. Because the Monkey definitely was around before him. So, very interesting. And it's also interesting how these two lock eyes in a way. They acknowledge each other, but don't do anything about it. Interesting. I wonder definitely wondering what the deal is with Yoshida. Even if he's not the big D, then I still think he could be a very interesting character and plot point. Let's see. Aquarium. Okay, yeah, he's explaining everything to the people. Oh, they took the penguin away. Denji. Pull the Ripper, bro. You know what has to be done. Get Penguin-kun back. Let's see. Oh, they're strolling off. Thanks for walking me home. That had to be the worst date ever. It wasn't so bad. I got to touch a penguin. Have your priorities like Denji. Well, no. Not of all of them. Like, actually, if you're trying to be a single father, be like Denji. Hustle in every way you can. But still, be happy with the simple things in life. Let's see. Oh, yeah? Yeah. Oh, awkward silence. Hey. You said you'd grant me any request, right? Yeah, I did. Where's the money? Did she actually spend that? Like, Denji, that's a lot of money you just lost, bro. I mean, like, sure, it's not going to pay for Nayuta's tuition, but still. The fat stacks. Let's see. I'll do that separately. You say, I did? In that case, go on another date with me. Huh? I have more experience dating. I'll teach you how to make the best dates ever. Okay. Teach me. WP sign, Denji? Why are you throwing it up like that? Why are we throwing up signs like this right now? But it's nice, you know. Anything to get, anything to co-parent, right? Like, if I were in Denji's situation too, it doesn't matter how nuts Asa is. I bet Nayuta is a handful. And not even by bad will or anything like that, but she just probably is. So I can definitely see Denji being like, help, please. I'm tired of being a single father. Oh, that's nice. I see. This feeling, I wish I could do Azula's voice. I think Azula's voice would work. I think Azula's voice would work very, very well for Yoru. But I can't, like, I even watched Hello Future Me's whole Azula breakdown recently, and I heard so many Azula clips, but I can't replicate that. I can't do female voice to begin with, and that voice is so beyond my league. But, I see. This feeling must be love. Huh? What do you mean? I can't believe I'd feel any affection for this punk. It's only possible because I share your brain. Excuse me? Still, this means we can proceed with the plan, right? Wait, what? Bop! Bop! Slam! I bet. Interesting. Okay, so that's interesting. So with this transition earlier, between the two, she just closed her eyes and then opened them and she was Yoru. But in this transition, she seems to slump a bit. I wonder if there are different things here? I don't know. Maybe it's just like an artistic thing. I wonder. The reason I pointed out is because they're both in the same chapter. So, it seems interesting. Let's see. What is the sound effect? Thwack! Denji is thick-headed. I bet it would be a solid thwack against his domer. Denji spinal corn. Corn? Trust me, guys. I speak English. Well, let's not go that far. But I do speak English. Denji spinal cord sword. To be continued. Ganaji Willikers, fellas. I wonder what's going to happen next. I'm obviously going to go to the next chapter. However, yeah. Oh, let me draw it all the way up. I have the sword. Okay. Chapter's worthy too, just like the previous one. For very similar reasons. Like, I like the character work that is being done. Let's just go back and break it down real quick. One, obviously, seeing Denji acknowledge his character development and acknowledge his contradiction in his character development. Cool. It's always good to see characters go back and forth with their ideologies and develop morals. Seeing him meet a penguin, W penguin, seeing them break out in this way and getting jump scared. As much as I don't like being jump scared, I don't play horror games because I am scared. I am fearful. And I like my sanity, so I don't play them. Being jump scared by this panel, really, really cool. There's really, really good art in this chapter. I can see Fujimoto pushing their limits right now in this chapter. Good to see. The aquarium spear, I do mock it, but does end up being really, really powerful. I do like that. Seeing eternity again after all this time, but in a different manner and in a different form. Really, really cool. I like that. It shows how that whole we come back but we incarnate differently thing really is true, and it's nice to see like that. Good to see Yoshida building more and more into his mystery and his power and all that. I appreciate that. Seeing Yoru flex as only Yoru can is always very, very interesting. A beautiful spread, top tier spread. Obviously, the art in this chapter is going crazy. Once again, more foreshadowing and build up between these two. I like that. And, you know, having Denji be the Rizzler, and having Asa, you know, feel a little bit of love for our little chainsaw man. It's getting spicy. So we appreciate that. We appreciate that. That's a W light. It's a W light. And obviously, Spinal Cord Sword, great thing to end off on. I heard the community explode with this. Honestly, even back then, if I wish I could have given my opinion before Chapter 118 came out, but I didn't think it was gonna work. Mainly because, like, either A, I thought Pochita would interfere and, like, he would just accidentally turn to Chainsaw Man. Like, legitimately, Asa's hand would be ripped open because, like, it's just a natural defense mechanism. Or also, because he's a fiend, it just doesn't work. Like, it can only work on, like, humans and or animals or buildings or structures. But fiends? Fiends? Especially a fiend as powerful as Denji. A fiend as powerful and potent as Denji. I didn't think it would work. But it is a nice cliffhanger to end on. Once again, we are reading weekly manga, so you gotta end on things like this. Or in this case, a bi-weekly manga, I'm pretty sure. However, overall, I give the chapter another 10 out of 10. No problems. I like this more than the last chapter because of the art, the character stuff, all that. I get the last chapter was a lot more for, like, personal bonding and interconnections. Meanwhile, this is much more, like, action, character reflection, big cliffhanger, all that good stuff, all that good stuff. Let's move on to chapter 118. Saying goodbye. Birds? Lampposts? Hair? Awesome. All right, or Yoru in this case. Let's see. Denji, yep, doesn't work. I'm pretty sure it's just the fiend explanation. Like, I don't think it may be anything too complex because nothing's happening. Like, notably, like, he doesn't even, like, slightly mutate or notice or transform. Like, her powers just simply have no effect. I'm assuming it's just a fiend thing. I remember that being explained somewhere. So, Denji laughing it off. Denji's spinal cord sword? Denji spinal cord sword. Denji spinal cord sword. Denji spinal cord sword. Yeah. Like, if you fail to succeed, try again. Can't knock yours hustlier. But, like, maybe after, like, if third time wasn't the charm, I don't think the fourth is gonna do it. Like, I get it, I'm a very much third time's a charm kind of guy, but this is just sad. This is just desperate. Like, look at how bro's looking too. He's like, what are we doing here? I love it. I love it. Asa spinal cord sword. That's a fun way to say goodbye. See ya. Yeah, nothing happened. I wonder if there's gonna be a lasting motif. I wonder if they're gonna consistently be like Asa and or Denji. Well, obviously I don't think Yoru would do it, but I do think Denji would literally take this as, oh, this is how you say goodbye, okay? And he would just reach. Have you ever been grabbed by the head before? It is not a pleasant experience, especially considering the people who usually are grabbing your head do not know how much force to use. So they'll just straight back, like, Imagine palming a basketball, but like it's a head. Something like that, but imagine it's on your head. It's not fun. But regardless, Denji just leaves. All right. What? What the heck are you doing? Thank the Lord he didn't turn into a weapon. Why couldn't I turn him? You hit it off so well. Do I give them the same voice but different inflections? Or do I give them distinctly different voice? They're in the same body, and they really share a brain. I think I will try to do the same voice but with different inflections. It means he doesn't like me that way, right? Not that I care, since I don't like him either. I don't think that's ever been a prerequisite, Asa. I don't think that's it. He literally asked you on another date. Why wouldn't he? Like, once again, this is just Asa being like socially awkward and not understanding. So I can respect it. You know, I won't knock the hustle, as the kids say these days. Let's see. What voice did I literally just give Asa? Hold on, we flash him back. It means he doesn't like me that way, right? No matter. We discovered that we can also share emotions like affection. We'll take our time winning the boy's heart while we continue to search for Chainsaw Man. Like, I love how Yoru, who should know her powers the best, also goes with this explanation. Like, is that legit how it works and she just doesn't know? Or can she not tell that he's a fiend? Like, I guess there's no like real sensory ability that's explained within Chainsaw Man. Like a lot of series that have action and supernatural powers, there's typically like sensory abilities that are built into the series one way or another. Like in Seven Deadly Sins, you can sense magic. In Dragon Ball, you can sense ki. In Naruto, certain characters can sense chakra. But it seems like in the Chainsaw Man world, despite being one of the Four Horsemen, she just can't sense that Denji is, fiending right now. Interesting. So it's so funny. They literally have Chainsaw Man right there in their hands, but not really. Let's see. You barely slept while we were trapped in the aquarium, right? I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. What? What's the deal with that girl who kidnapped us in there? Isn't she your big sister? That was Famine. I haven't seen her in so long I didn't recognize her. Famine is crazy. Whatever you do, steer clear of her. Asa, or Yoru, can't you make sure she steers clear of her? Or steers clear? Like, why would you even risk it? I would run. No. Even though she's your family? Gone. Hey, take a bath before bed. And she's gone. Interesting that she has to sleep. I guess Power had to sleep. And then once again, she's in a human body. She's in a human vessel. So it makes sense that she needs to slump over. No? Yep. Does Asa have to remain conscious when Yoru does? That's interesting. I'm shocked she doesn't just... But I guess it's like a whale thing, where like whales can like put a part of their brain to sleep to rest, but the rest can stay active. I suppose that's their symbiotic thing now. They're two minds and one brain. So just half a brain to sleep. Asa got hit up by the Driz, the Denji Riz. Let's see, he said those things. He said those things, but he doesn't like me? Excuse me? Even after all that, he doesn't like me? I mean, I generally don't know. Denji would probably like anything with lipstick on it. Yeah, I'm not kidding. But legitimately, you never know. You never know, Asa. Unbelievable. He's so irritating. I hate him. You don't bite your lip for people you hate. Y'all know I'm right. Let's see. Here's my super best ever date plan. Let's go to a local movie theater that's running an all-night movie marathon. We'll watch mummy movies non-stop until 2 a.m. for only 2,000 yen. Awesome, right? Let's do it. Because he went to the movies with Makima, another horseman. Though, to be fair, they weren't watching mummy movies, but still. I don't know, maybe this is just like a thing that's happened. It's in Four Nights and now Chainsaw Man Part 2, where I wonder if anything that could be a reference actually is an intentional reference. Like, I wonder if either mangaka know they're doing it, or it's just their writing style that's accidentally just allowing this to happen. But that makes me think of the Makima and Denji going to the movies thing, because I don't think Denji was ever really a fan of movies until that incident. But at the same time, it could just be teenagers go to movies. It could be complicated, but at the same time, it doesn't have to be. Let's see. It costs 2,000 yen? I'm broke. 14 bucks, I think? 14? If I'm running the calcs right. If I'm running the calcs, 2000. $15 $15.33. However, it would be cheaper back then because, you know, inflation. Interesting. What? But you can watch as many movies as you want. Wouldn't video rentals be cheaper? Would they? How much could you rent stuff for? I don't want to go on any pricey dates. Is $15 really? Is this my privilege showing? Like, pricey is now. Like, it costs like 20 something bucks to see one movie nowadays. Back in the day, even back in my youth, like, if you could spend $15, probably sneak in your own snacks for an unlimited movie marathon, that's a steal. But maybe I'm just old. Maybe 2000 is pricey even in 1999. I mean, sure, that works too, I guess. You got a VCR at home? No. What about you? I do. VCR. Jeez, how many years has it been? How many years has it been since I even touched a VCR? I think I still own one, but I don't think I haven't touched one in a while. Huh. Have I? No, not in a while. I still have VHS tapes, but I don't think I've ever touched a VCR in a while. What? Then let's do it at your place. It's cheaper that way. Also, just like me though. I'm also cheap. like I won't even lie. Like, I get it. I also would like to avoid spending exuberant amounts of cash. But still, interesting that Asa's so willing to go over and visit Denji like that. Huh? You want to come over? What? Is that no good? We don't have to have a date then. Asa, you said you'd literally do anything. You are literally you are going against what you promised. What you declared. Asa, don't go back on your word. That's bad. Let's see. No way. I need a mother. Nayuta needs a mother. Fine. Okay, we can watch movies at my place, but on one condition. You have to follow our home's rules. Huh? Rules? Yeah, ones you can't break, no matter what. Why is he sweating? I mean, then again, I know I had home rules. Like, then again, I did not have many friends over when I was young. I always went to other people's houses. But, like, the few times I did, take the shoes off, do not speak back to my parents, or unless you want us to all perish live on air. They will not find our bodies. Like legitimately, I understand the fear and the sweat. I don't think I ever sat down and sweating and told when I ever told somebody the rules, but maybe. I can definitely see times where I may have. Let's see. What happens if you break them? Worst case scenario, you break the rules, and, well, you won't be around to tell the tale. Nani? Why is he listening? Oh, well, obviously he was very interested in finding out more about Asa after he saw her literally just yeetus Vanitas a spear through the eternity. So I can see why he's stalking, but it's still hilarious. I wonder if is he gonna follow them all the way to Denji's house? That's crazy. Is it weird? Was this chapter short? Yeah, okay, it was 18 pages. The previous chapters were 22 pages. Worthy. Once again, good character stuff. You know, I like it. Seeing the after effects of the Denji spinal cord sword and nothing happening. Nothing happened, and that Zoro type beat. I'm fine with that. I like that. Good simple stuff. Seeing this connection build between the two is always nice. Seeing seeing Asa wonder and stew in her feelings about Denji. Nice, you know, I like that. And obviously getting hyped up about Nayuta. Now we may finally get to see her after 20-something chapters. Yeah, because part 1 was 97 chapters long. We're on chapter 119, and we may see her. Hallelujah. However, I think the chapter was another solid 10 out of 10. I have no problems with it. It's a little bit short, but I'm not going to take points off for that. Once again, I always say this whenever I talk about any manga of any kind, but especially weekly or bi-weekly manga. I could never do it. Not once. It is beyond my capabilities. You could give me 25 assistants and I still would not be able to produce a manga monthly. Yearly. Bi-yearly. Decadely. Like, legitimately, I could never do it, so I respect any efforts that they make, especially considering the level of art and writing and quality they have to do. So, solid chapters. Overall, Due to all the chapters being 10 out of 10s, because I have no issues with them, we get solid 30 out of 30. We went 3 for 3 on chapters, back to back to back. So that's good. That's good. Especially after chapter 114, where I was kind of mixed on it. I was like, I think I gave that chapter like a 6 out of 10. I definitely like these 3 chapters, and I'm excited for 119 because we may get to see single father Denji truly in action. So overall, it was really, really good. If you guys enjoyed this mega review, I hope you don't mind. A couple more will be coming out so I can catch up on other series. And I think that's about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please, if you have any opinions on any of these chapters, drop them down below. I love to see comments. If you have any corrections for my dumb self, please leave them down below. I appreciate all the corrections and support you guys give, because I am not that smart, and I could use the help. And you guys always provide it, so I appreciate that. Leave any thoughts on the chapters, leave thoughts on the review, leave thoughts on everything. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Make sure the little notification bell so you miss out on any videos that come to the channel. Also, I do have a Patreon down below. You can support for so as $1 $1 a month. Getting exclusive videos, early content, and more. I also now become a member of the channel to get the same perks and more. Now, thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. This is that guy with the pencil, writing off.